It's a beautiful day out here.
Yeah, with the chill weather and not much sun out.
Yeah, the 50 degrees this morning was pretty nice.
Guys! Matthew's coming! Oh, this is where my toys went.
Hello Brownsburg High School, thanks for watching BHS TV. Today is Wednesday, August 27th. I'm Cody Scowden.
And I'm Matthew Riley, and here's what's going on at BHS.
Have you ever watched a trivia game like Jeopardy and thought to yourself, hey, that looks fun? If so, then you need to check out the Brownsburg Quiz Bowl team. Quiz Bowl is a fast-paced trivia game where teams of 5 students face off in multiple buzzer-based rounds. Topics include science, history, math, art, sports, pop culture, and more. The Quiz Bowl team plays matches against other teams in Indiana, as well as a national tournament at Purdue University. Everyone is welcome to join after school in Mr. Jones' room, SA2-112. If you are interested but cannot attend, contact Mr. Dahlstrom or Mr. Jones for details.
Interested in how behind the scenes for auditorium events work? What about things like lighting and sound design, or how things behind the scenes run smoothly? Creative Productions is a club that gives students the opportunity to learn how to work with stage equipment and how auditorium events are run. Their training day is today, Wednesday, August 27th, from 2:40 to 3:40. If you missed the call-out meeting, no worries. You'll learn everything you need to there. They hope to see you there.
Oh la la, it's time for French Club again. Please join them for the call-out meeting tomorrow, Thursday, August 28th, in Madame Condon's room, B1-410. Anyone enrolled in French class or interested in French culture is welcome to attend. You will get information about the meeting dates and topics for the year, as well as learn about the French dessert, the Madeleine. The meeting will run from 3 to 3:45 p.m. Please have a ride waiting for you at door 3 promptly at 3:45 p.m. If you cannot make the meeting, talk to your French teacher or see Madame Condon for information.
Are you interested in public speaking, acting, or just getting better at articulating your thoughts? Then come to Speech and Debate call-out meeting tomorrow, Thursday, August 28th at 7:15 a.m. in Mr. Paget's room, SA1-112. They'll talk about what Speech and Debate is all about, the different type of events you can compete in, and how you can get involved. No experience is necessary, just have a willingness to learn and have fun. If you have questions, please see Mr. Paget in SA1-112 or Mrs. Ward in B2-413.
Tomorrow is Superhero Day, and on Friday, it's Red Out. We encourage your participation for this year's Riley Week.
How's your journey through student parking been?
Well, it seems like some students don't know how to drive.
Well, lucky for you, BHS TV's Caleb White has some information regarding the student parking.
This year, the student parking lot just got bigger with the opening of the Senior Academy, and many students have the privilege to drive and will need some reminders.
It makes it easier with how 7th period some of us have study hall, and then how in the mornings some of us come in for internships and we get to come in later, so it funnels everything in a lot easier and nicer.
Well, the first thing we need to understand is that the speed limit needs to be right around 20 miles an hour because that's slow enough for them to brake and recognize people moving throughout.
The senior parking lot has been moved to the Senior Academy entrance, making it easier for students to get into the building.
Some commonly broken rules are, quite honestly, underclassmen parking in the actual senior lot that's designated for just seniors. Also, not having a parking tag.
Students should drive safely and park in the designated lot and have their parking permit shown visibly from the outside. Parking in the incorrect area will result in your car being towed.
Before school, we get to go in each other's cars and talk to each other and hang out, and so it's just a better start to our mornings.
It's really just a problem of people coming around blind corners that you don't know because of all the cars and all the parking.
Students should not be doing any burnouts, donuts, or driving with others hanging out the vehicle. Students should always have their seatbelt on and not be on their phone. This is for the safety of themselves and others. Caleb White, BHS TV.
I still don't trust some of these drivers.
They do need some strong reminders about the rules.
Hopefully they can get better soon.
Now it's time for sports. Hey Devin, what do you have for us today?
Hey Matthew, We've had a lot of teams in action since we saw you last, with some very successful results. Let's start with the boys soccer team, who took on second-ranked Hamilton Southeastern last night. The varsity went on the road and handed their conference foe a 2-1 loss. Tyler Delgrange had a goal and an assist. Sam Caswell had an assist, and Micah Eldridge had the game-winning goal. Talon Collier, Caden Johnson, Colston Harmon, and Drew Shields played great defense. Nice job, guys. The JV Purple team got a 3-2 win and were led by Chrisley Bavoy with a goal and assist. Elias Salvador had his first goal, and Cole Pistow scored his 4th goal of the season. The guys also took on New Pal, and the varsity got a 6-1 win, led by Sam Caswell and Micah Eldridge, with a couple of goals each. The JV Purple team got an 8-0 win and were led by Cole Pistow, Noah Gallion, and Donovan Helm, with 2 goals each. Great job. The JV White team also had a couple of games, defeating Bethesda Christian 3-0 and Cathedral 3-0. Nice job. The cross-country teams got their season underway last weekend, hosting the Bulldog Mini Invitational. The girls finished 3rd, led by Scout Newman in 6th overall, Kendra Harless, who was 12th, Brinley Yoder, 18th, and Chloe Curry was 20th. The boys finished in 1st place and were led by Brandon Haas, who was the overall winner. 4 freshmen beat the old freshman record. Cooper James, Thad Irvine, Marshall Stout, and Evan Crane. Eli Ballbuck, Josiah Ains, Wes Grant, Charlie Rosa, and Ashton Holtman all finished in the top 7. The girls' soccer team has also been in action, taking on Harrison on Monday. The varsity finished in a 2-2 tie. Callie Douglas and Elizabeth Landtrip each had a goal, and Elise Dawson and Cora Pfeiffer each had an assist. The JV team defeated Harrison 1-0. Sophia Arias scored the Dogs' goal, and Lainey Janitas assisted. Vivian Devis and Brooklyn Sharp combined for a shutout. Great job. Earlier, the teams took on Park Tudor. The varsity got a 1-0 win. The JV defeated the Panthers 8-0 and were led by Blakely Kraft with a goal and 2 assists. Isabel Hooker had 2 goals, and Ava Delgrange had a goal and assist. Great work. The girls' golf team had a couple of matches as well. On Monday, the ladies took on the HCC tournament and finished shooting a 320. Lauren Rosa and Josie Campbell earned all HCC honors. Last weekend, the Dogs were at the Center Grove Invite and shot a 329. Lauren Rosa shot a S75 and tied for 7th. Reagan Foltz had an 80 and Josie Campbell had an 83. The boys' tennis team hosted a tough Westfield team last night. The Dogs came up short, but Ethan Cogill and Skylar Rose got a nice 6-2, 6-1 win at #1 doubles. They will take on Fishers tomorrow. The freshman football team defeated HSC 50-21. Parker Condon had 5 rushing touchdowns, and Rylan Richardson had 1. Marky Virgil had 7 receptions, and Nico Clark had a pick 6. Nice job. Did you know that BHS has a boys volleyball team? If you're interested in joining the team, open gyms start this week with the dates listed on screen. Make sure you add boys volleyball to your final forms to come to open gyms. If you have any questions, please see Mrs. Weaver in room C1403 before or after school. Lastly, want to join the BHS Bowling Club? Come to the call-up meeting on Thursday, August 28th at Royal Pin Western Bowl in Plainfield from 4:30 to 6 p.m. You do not need any experience in competitive bowling, and everyone is welcome. They look forward to seeing you there.
Thanks, Devin. That's all I've got for you today, BHS. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day. We'll see you again on Friday.